Hey Aries, I'm Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. Thanks for stopping by. I live in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. And I already have one card flying on the floor here. Clarity of belief in the reverse position. So you're not feeling clear about something right now and not believing in something right now. Give me some more here. Let's see where this story takes us. Okay, not feeling clear about balance. Something's got you off of balance, but you don't know what it is. And I would say you were thinking about you feel like there's something you need to move on from, but you're not ready to move on. And I feel like you don't believe that moving on from this particular thing is what's going to solve your problem and put you into balance. At the moment, that's where this feels like it's taken me. That one wanted to come out. Not believing that moving on from something isn't going, you think moving on from something is not going to be the fix. But it feels like somebody's encouraging you to move on from something. Probably friends and family. Friends and family always like to stick their nose in everybody's business. Way too many cards. Good Lord. Must be a lot of things you need to move on from. What's this one say? Daydreams and decisions in the reverse. Daydreams and decisions in reverse. I would like to have one more come out. That one right there. Third eye chakra. All right. So you don't believe that you can find balance by moving on and giving up something. And I feel like there's a lot of outside influence from people that are kind of telling you to quit daydreaming, you're daydreaming about something. And your third eye chakra needs to be opened up to guide you with this. Okay. First of all, outside influences, friends and family generally have advice that pertains to them, not always to you. So I think the best way to go around this or about this is sometimes journaling and getting in touch with your own inner self is the best way to figure out what you need to do and quit listening to other people's advice. This totally goes along with the gal at work. She's not an Aries, she's a Capricorn, but she has had a lot of outside advice from her family because she wants to move out of the state for a little bit to kind of clear her mind. And everybody that she's told this to has been very against it and not had any positive stuff to say about it, but it's really for her own personal growth. And you are in charge of your own personal growth, not anybody else. So if this resonates with you, that's who I'm talking to. Is I'm talking to people who are trying to make some decisions to get better balance in their life, to do something to improve some area of their life, and you've shared things with family members, friends, and they're all poo-pooing it and everything, and you need to just quit talking to them basically, and work on this journey on your own. Get clear about this on your own, because if you're wanting, let's say that I don't know, I'm trying to think. One, where you work, they may not want you to leave because that doesn't benefit them. That leaves them short of help. Say that you have a roommate and you want to move out from your roommate. They don't want you to leave because they're going to lose their money for the rent. Everybody's going to give you advice that benefits their best self, not your best self. So in order to figure that out on your own, you almost have to go really super deep within. Journal, connect to your third eye, connect with your source, your inner self, your higher self, your guides, and let them help you figure out what direction you need to go in. Okay. You've got a lot of bad emotions here. Comforted. I feel like you have one person in your life that reassures you and consoles you, but everybody else makes you feel very discouraged, ashamed of perhaps decisions that you have made, or trying to shame you into the decision that you want to make. And they're trying to make you feel bad about it, but you're feeling very unfulfilled at this moment in time. And that's what you're trying to find, is fulfillment. And I just keep hearing this word, outside influences, outside influences. Outside influences are the ones that are making you feel so out of whack right now. And too many people are trying to give their opinions. Now the embarrassed card came up in the reverse position. So I'm thinking that you're like, I'm done being embarrassed about what I want to do and trying to move forward. One more. And you're tired of being trapped, feeling trapped. That came up, trapped in the reverse position. So that totally falls into line as far as just like feeling trapped, wanting to get untrapped, but you've got all these outside influences trying to control what you want to do. So you're kind of on your own fight here, is what I'm getting, is like this is totally your fight. I want to do some numerology cards here. Maybe I will do some numerology cards. There's one. Nature. Get out into nature. Take a walk. Put your headphones on. Put some music on. And think. Without anybody around. Without any friends. Go spend an hour at Eagle Creek Park if you live around here. Or in the woods. Or on a walk. Or someplace where there's no other people around, so you can think straight. That's always a good way to get in touch with your inner self. There's a rebirth here trying to happen if you will let it. I feel like I'm seeing like this egg, and you've been in this egg for a long, long time, and it's like you're trying to break out of it, because you're ready to be free from this control, this trapped feeling, this spot you've been in for, I'm gonna say, like your whole life, and you're kind of like fighting your way out of it. Some forgiveness needs to happen. Probably you need to forgive yourself for taking advice from other people for a long time. Forgive the other people that are giving you this advice and not wanting you to do something also. Because you've probably done the same thing. You have given advice to other people because it was in your best interest, not theirs. So keep in mind that everybody does that. What else? What else do you have to say? More physical activity. Spirit is big on physical activity and nature when they want you to get in touch with yourself. And it looks like you're probably trying to get some domestic harmony or harmony, period. And all of this is going to help. And I'm going to do some whispers of healing, because the universe always has good advice when it comes to healing. Ruminate. I think that goes along with meditate, ruminate. When you're out in nature, think about everything. Get clear on the direction that you want to go and what's best for you. And I know sometimes there are other people involved and you're trying to figure out what's best for other people too. But make sure you're putting yourself first when it comes to what's best. Because you're not going to be able to make everybody happy. And so the most important thing is to make yourself happy. And accept that you are not going to make everybody happy. And you may have to do that forward movement a little at a time. You're going to have some resistance. I feel like you have got some major resistance going on, and you're trying to make forward movement, and there are a lot of people that are trying to clip your wings, hold you back. Because when someone is trying to make forward movement, a lot of times it makes the people around you that aren't trying to make forward movement feel bad about themselves. You know, maybe you're trying to make lifestyle changes that are going to make you physically fit better. And it makes all the fat, lazy smokers or whatever feel bad about themselves because they know that's what they need to be doing. It's interesting that when there's a story, what it is about frogs or something, about putting something in a pot and never having to put a lid on it, because you never have to, and I'm trying to think, it's some sort of an animal, and sticking them in, and you don't ever have to put a lid on it, because the ones down below, like if someone tries to climb out, the ones down below will always pull them back in. So you don't ever have to worry about like locking them in, because I'm going to say the collective consciousness of people are always trying to bring you down to their level when you're trying to get to a higher level. So this is why you're having to fight everybody so hard, is because they're down here and you're trying to get up here. and they don't want you up there because it makes them feel bad about themselves and where they are at in their life, you're going to lose some friends. You may lose some family. But you need to be intentional about where you're going and what you're doing. Otherwise, you are going to let them pull you back down with you. I hope that makes sense. I don't want those. I want to do... What do I want to do here? Some Sacred Power cards. You know, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, what am I going to title this? Holy moly. Outside influences want to keep you down. But they're not going to. You're not going to let them. You have made the decision what's best for your destiny, your life. Want that one? Communication. Communicate with the people, I guess, is just when they start getting fussy with you, communicate why you have to do this. And you will notice on this, there's like a butterfly on there. It's like you are the butterfly trying to open up. Like I said, the egg, same thing. The butterfly coming out of the, is it a chrysalis? Coming out of that. And you're trying to expand your wings and grow and move forward in life. And you're breaking out of that shell in order to do it. So... And what's holding you back is an illusion. So make sure you don't let the people discourage you and tell you that you can't do it. Because they haven't been able to do it up until this point. But maybe you being the first one to break out of the shell and have this new way of life is going to be the thing that's going to, or the catalyst that's going to help other people reach that new or higher level. Well, all three of those, I guess. First one, purification. What's the second one? Divine consciousness. And self-love. The whole reason you are doing this is because of self-love. Because you love yourself enough to know that getting rid of perhaps bad habits, a certain way of living is what you need to do. It feels maybe you are purifying yourself in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you're purifying yourself from negative thinking. Maybe you're purifying yourself from negative eating, purifying the friends that you hang out with, getting rid of the negative people, the negative stuff in your life so you can move forward. And I feel like you're paying extra special attention to the divine at this moment in time in order to get where you want to go. So I guess the whole point of this is be very careful about who you talk to about this. Because most people are going to, everybody always has a way of, they don't want you to get hurt. So they have this way of bringing in all the negative stuff. Well, you got to be careful for this, and you got to be careful of this, and you got to be careful of this. And they give you all the reasons in the world why this is not going to work. You need to stay away from those people. Those are the people you need to get away from most of all, is the ones that are the negative thinkers and the ones that have never done anything with their life because they were full of fear. So, yeah, man, I mean, you guys are, you're at the forefront of changing your life, and it's just a matter of time before you break through and kind of from the pack. I feel like you're like trying to break away from the pack of people so you can go off on your own and do your own thing and do it the way you want to and to live your life the way you want to and not have the negative influence of outside people, just saying it can't be done, you can't do that, that's impossible, and differently or you believe differently. And there's all kinds of sayings out there that what you think about, you bring about. So if you think you could do that, then you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. Those people that are discouraging you are the ones that think they can't. They think you can't. You know differently. So I'm just going to say keep moving forward in whatever you're trying to break into. I will see you mid-December, and we'll see what's going on then. This isn't necessarily a love reading. It feels just like a spiritual awakening and spiritual journey discussion. Everybody have a great December. I'll see you later.